Hey guys, Beats Here Plumbing here, and today I am here with my YouTube first 1989 gray Econimiser toilet. So this toilet is one of the oldest pressure assist toilets I have, and it's honestly kind of cool. I mean, I knew pressure assist toilets were made in the 80s, but I never thought I'd actually be able to get one. So that's definitely really cool. I actually got this toilet with OCC Plumbing and Restorations when we drove to Dallas. We found it and the guy was super nice. He had 3 of them, but we only bought one, so we only had enough cash for one, really. This is a push button toilet, which a lot of the older pressure assist toilets seem to have push buttons for whatever reason. Maybe it's just a lot easier design, I guess. I'm not sure, but I know this does look broken, but it's not. That's just part of the design. And here's the underside of the push button. So all it is just literally a button with a disc that pushes down this little piece right here. But there's just some model numbers in the tank, and OCC Plumbing and Restorations actually already has a video of this, so if you want to see his video, it was only uploaded a few days ago. So, but because they are the same toilet, it's still technically YouTube first. Again, here is the date in the tank. It is October 11th, 1989. And this is not the flush mate it came with. The one it came with was one of the shorter, fatter ones. But when I went to set it up, the top piece ended up breaking off. It just got brittle and it would drip water into the tank. So I went ahead and threw one of these guys in there just to make it work. But it actually works really well. So another thing too is the guy I got it from, he took really good care of all 3 of them. So I kind of wanted to get all 3, but again, I didn't have the extra cash with me, or I guess Owen, he's the one who bought it. But the trapway is basically just a square. It's still really cool though. It's kind of like a Mansfield Quantum in a way, but the trapway is just a lot wider. So, and another interesting thing is the rim. There's actually like a notch. Like you can't see any of the rim jets. Sorry, my hand's in the way. It's really hard to kind of show this, but you can't see the rim jets because it actually, there's a lip here. Hopefully I can get under enough to show it. Hopefully y'all can see some rim jets, but really it's just a lip that goes over the rim, which is kind of interesting. I'm not too sure of what that does. Maybe it's just to help prevent the water from splashing, because this is an older pressure assist toilet and they didn't get the design down perfect, or again, I'm not too sure. But here is a flush. For being a pressure assist toilet from 1989, it actually has a really good flush. And I'm not too sure of how it's going to do with performance tests. I'll definitely have to do that, a performance test video, but honestly I think it'll do okay. I think some stuff might get stuck in the trapway. I really don't know. Like I said, I haven't tested it. Another interesting thing about this toilet is it's got one small hole on the left side of the tank, the same on the opposite side, and then there's 3 or 4 big holes on the back. So there's actually 5. I don't know what these holes are, what the point of it is, but a lot of the older pressure assist toilets I've seen has those. Again, I have no clue what the purpose of it is, but it doesn't really matter. I guess that they don't do anything for the toilet that I know of. So here is another flush. It does make a little bit of weird noises at the end, but other than that, this toilet is somewhat quiet for a pressure assist. Some of them are pretty loud, like the 2000s Highline pressure lights, or Wellworth pressure lights as well. They're all kind of super noisy. Mostly it's just the siphon jet, that tiny siphon jet, that makes all that loud air, like screaming sounds. But for an earlier pressure assist toilet, this is honestly not a bad design. So the tank is now full. Here is another flush. The flush was basically the same on the original flush mate. It just wasn't as powerful. Like, it still flushed perfectly fine, but this flush mate definitely added just a tiny bit more pressure to it. So this toilet is also not super duper heavy. It's definitely not the lightest toilet I have, but it definitely has some good weight to it. The tank actually weighs just about as much as the bowl does with the lid on it. So, but the tank is full once again, so I will give you all another flush. Let's see, kind of have to reach around. This is really difficult to do because the push button on the top of the tank, but here is another flush. I know KDMC Plumbing also has a crane economizer. It's just the bowl, it's white, but I believe it's like a 90s, late 90s or early 2000s version. I can't remember, but the only difference on his is the trapway just seems to be a lot more narrow, I guess. So, and this is definitely not really a siphonic toilet. Let's see if I can get it to siphon, I don't know. So the pressure tank wasn't even all the way full, or not pressure tank, I guess you could call it a pressure tank, but it's a Sloan Flushmate. The Sloan Flushmate had only been filling for about 10 seconds and it actually still flushed pretty well. But I'm gonna see if I can get it to siphon because I think that'd be pretty cool. No, yeah, as y'all can see, this toilet is not very siphonic. On the Kohler Highline pressure light, if you tried to flush it with just a little bit of pressure built up, it does siphon, but this one doesn't really appear to siphon that well. So maybe I'll do a bucket flush if y'all are interested. I could try that, but yeah, overall pretty cool toilet. Definitely glad I got it. I believe it was $35, which is not a bad price at all. But hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, subscribe, leave all y'all's comments down below, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.